There was a time when people couldn't get enough of K-dramas. It felt like the genre was on track to dominate global entertainment, producing hit after hit that kept audiences hooked. But today, something feels different. Fans are noticing a shift, and not in a good way. Has the magic of K-dramas faded, or is there something bigger going on behind the scenes? Think about the classics like Goblin, which blended romance and fantasy seamlessly, or Signal, which revolutionized crime thrillers with its gripping time travel twist. Back then, every drama felt fresh, unique, and full of life. Characters had depth, relationships felt authentic, and the stories pulled us in like nothing else. But now, the same overused cliches are being repackaged and resold, making it feel like we're watching the same drama over and over again. Characters lack complexity, and many dramas feel as if they were generated by an algorithm rather than passionate writers. So, what happened? And more importantly, is there a way back to the golden era of K-dramas? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the rise and fall of K-dramas and what it means for the future of the industry. K-dramas used to take risks. While there are still some dramas that push boundaries, many mainstream releases are playing it safe to ensure mass appeal. They had variety. There was a time when you could instantly tell the difference between a Shin Won-ho drama and a Kim Yoon-suk drama just by the storytelling style. But now, if I played you 5 random K-drama trailers, you probably wouldn't be able to tell which is which, because everything looks and sounds the same. The industry has become so obsessed with playing it safe that it prioritizes what sells over what's actually creative. The root of this issue? The industry's obsession with trends. Look at how A Business Proposal sparked a wave of predictable rom-coms, or how Alchemy of Souls led to an influx of fantasy dramas that felt more like copycats than original stories. Instead of writing stories that feel meaningful, studios are chasing what's currently popular. If one romance fantasy drama goes viral, suddenly every studio is producing 5 more with the exact same formula. If one time travel plot gets attention, expect a dozen more within the year. Originality has taken a back seat to trend chasing, leading to an oversaturated market of repetitive, uninspired scripts. That brings us to one of the biggest issues. Let's talk about the writing. Remember when K-dramas had solid pacing, satisfying character arcs, and emotional payoffs? Now, we're seeing lazy storytelling, rushed endings, unnecessary love triangles, amnesia plot twists that feel like desperate attempts to extend the runtime, and overused tropes like the rich, arrogant CEO falling for the quirky poor girl. It's as if the industry has given up on crafting compelling narratives and is just copy-pasting the same formulas over and over again. But weak writing isn't the only issue. That brings us to another major issue: dialogue. While some dramas still deliver sharp and realistic conversations, others fall flat. Just look at The Heavenly Idol, a fantasy drama that had potential but was dragged down by awkward, unnatural conversations that made the characters feel robotic rather than engaging. Some of these newer dramas feel like they were written by AI. The characters talk in cliches, the emotional depth is shallow, and instead of realistic conversations, we get lines that feel ripped straight from fanfiction. Where's the nuance? Where's the complexity? Where's the feeling of watching something truly special? Acting quality? It's still there, but it's being overshadowed by the industry's obsession with visuals over talent. At this point, many leading roles are given to idols or actors who fit a certain beauty standard rather than those with real acting chops. And while some idols prove themselves to be incredible actors, others feel completely out of place, turning potentially great dramas into lifeless, awkward performances. Remember when actors were chosen because of their skill, not their follower count? The industry seems to have forgotten that. But it's not just domestic trends affecting K-dramas. Let's talk about the obsession with international audiences. While some K-dramas have managed to maintain their Korean identity while gaining international fans, others have shifted toward more generic storytelling to cater to a broader audience. Some shows now feel more like generic Hollywood-style dramas with a K-drama aesthetic rather than something uniquely Korean. That being said, productions like Squid Game, Kingdom, and Hellbound have proven that Korean storytelling can still thrive on a global stage without losing its cultural roots. K-dramas blew up worldwide thanks to platforms like Netflix. And while that's a great thing, it's also led to changes in storytelling. Many dramas now rely on universal, easily digestible plots rather than culturally rich narratives that once set them apart. Romance-heavy plots dominate because they're easier to market globally, while deep, character-driven stories with uniquely Korean societal themes are becoming rarer. The push for international appeal is making some productions feel soulless, losing the heart and depth that originally made them stand out. Beyond industry decisions, let's talk about another factor shaping K-dramas: fan culture and how it's become increasingly toxic. While many fans engage in positive discussions and appreciation, extreme fan behavior, such as attacking actors over roles or relationships, has become more common. It used to be fun to discuss dramas, analyze plots, and appreciate different acting styles. Now, fans are at each other's throats, attacking actors over the smallest misinterpretations. If an actor plays a villain too well, they get hate. If a second lead overshadows the main lead, their fans start unnecessary wars. And dating scandals? Don't even get me started. God forbid an actor dates someone in real life. The internet will explode with fans claiming they've been betrayed. It's exhausting. Then there's the issue of production quality. While some dramas maintain high standards, others suffer from rushed production schedules. Take Joseon Exorcist, for example. Despite its initial hype, the drama was abruptly canceled due to rushed production, historical inaccuracies, and poorly executed CGI. The lack of proper planning not only wasted the efforts of the cast and crew, but also left audiences disappointed. With streaming platforms demanding more content at a faster rate, many dramas feel rushed. Shooting schedules are brutal, leading to exhausted actors, choppy editing, and unfinished storylines. Some series start off strong, but completely fall apart in the second half, as if the writers ran out of ideas halfway through and just threw in random twists to fill the remaining episodes. And let's not forget how exploitative the industry is. Filming schedules are intense, with actors and crew members often working insane hours without proper rest. Safety protocols are sometimes overlooked, and there have been multiple cases of actors and stunt performers getting injured due to rushed productions. Yet, instead of addressing these issues, the industry keeps churning out more content at an unsustainable pace. K-dramas also seem stuck in a time loop when it comes to representation. We're still getting female leads who are helpless, male leads who are borderline abusive, but get away with it because they're rich and handsome, and outdated ideas of love and relationships that don't reflect modern society. While there are exceptions, many dramas still rely on problematic tropes that should have been left behind years ago. And let's be real, drama production companies see audiences as both fans and consumers. While there's nothing wrong with monetization, excessive product placements, overpriced merchandise, and multiple streaming platform exclusives make it clear that profit often comes before artistic integrity. Want to see your favorite actor in a drama? Get ready for endless product placements. Want to watch an episode? Expect multiple versions of the same show across different streaming platforms, each requiring separate subscriptions. The industry's current trajectory is alienating longtime viewers. Many fans who grew up with classic K-dramas from the early 2000s and 2010s are now feeling disconnected. They miss the slow-burn romances, the emotional weight of well-written stories, and the sense of unpredictability. But instead of evolving with their audience, studios are doubling down on whatever is trending in the moment, completely disregarding the core elements that made K-dramas so beloved. So, where does that leave K-dramas? With all these issues piling up, it's clear that the industry is at a crossroads. If the industry continues to prioritize trends over originality, visual appeal over acting skill, and mass production over quality storytelling, it risks losing the very audience that helped make it a global success in the first place. If companies don't slow down and focus on making truly great dramas, instead of pumping out quick, trendy content, fans will start looking elsewhere for entertainment. What do you think? Are K-dramas really in decline, or is this just part of the industry's natural evolution? Maybe you love K-dramas exactly the way they are. What do you think? Drop a comment below. I want to hear your take.